Grade 8, Module 6, Linear Functions. Topic D, Bivariate Categorical Data. Lesson 13, Summarizing Bivariate Categorical Data in a two-way table. Lesson Summary. Univariate categorical data are displayed in a one-way frequency table. Bivariate categorical data are displayed in a two-way frequency table. Relative frequency is the frequency divided by a total. A cell relative frequency is a cell frequency divided by the total number of observations. A row relative frequency is a cell frequency divided by the row total. A column relative frequency is a cell frequency divided by the column total. Question 1. Explain what the term bivariate categorical data means. Bivariate categorical data means that the data set is made up of data on two variables that are both categorical. Question 2. Explain how to calculate relative frequency. What is another word for relative frequency? Relative frequency is calculated by dividing a frequency by the total number of observations. Another word for relative frequency is proportion. Question 3. A random group of students is polled about how they get to school. The results are summarized in the table below. Part A. Calculate the relative frequencies for the table above. Write them as a percent in each cell of the table. Round to the nearest tenth of a percent. The relative frequencies have been calculated and placed in the table above. For example, to calculate the relative frequency of the males who walk to school, I took 9 and divided it by the total number, which is 102, which gives me approximately 8.8%. Part B. What is the relative frequency for the carpool category? Write a sentence interpreting this value in the context of school transportation. The relative frequency for the carpool category is 33.3%. This means approximately 33.3% of the students surveyed use a carpool to get to school. Part C. What is the proportion of students that are female and walk to school? Write a sentence interpreting this value in the context of school transportation. The proportion is 0.069 or 6.9%. This means approximately 6.9% of the students surveyed are female and walk to school. Part D. A student is selected at random from this school. What would you predict this student's mode of school transportation to be? Explain. I would predict the student would ride the bus because more students in the survey chose this mode of transportation.